What's going on, guys? Love Smash back with an all new video for you guys today, and a lot of you guys might be wondering why I have not posted a video in 2 weeks. Not only have I been crazy busy with everything with school coming up with finals and term papers and everything, and the holidays with Thanksgiving, and my personal life with work and so on and so forth, there really hasn't been a lot to report on. But in case you guys were wondering why I did not post a video, yes, I'm still alive, as Sakurai would say. And speaking of Sakurai, 2 things to report on that relate to the master himself, the big man, Masahiro Sakurai. The first one being that, I'm sure you guys already knew, Sakurai said it a while back, that he is no longer doing posts on the Miiverse. The game is officially out worldwide. There is no need for the updates anymore, so Sakurai put up that post saying he's no longer doing updates. But the big one, is Sakurai done with Smash Bros. Forever? Here's the interview with Game Informer, which Sakurai said, and I quote, "I can't positively declare there won't be another Smash Bros. Game. With both Melee and Brawl, I made those games with the thought that there wouldn't be any more sequels. Thus, I really can't deny the chance for another. However, as for myself, I don't think there will be. Our intention with Smash Bros. For Wii U was to provide extra merits to the game which would go far beyond the sale price. In terms of scope and in terms of sheer number of characters, we went beyond our limits long ago. And yet, if we were to cut the number of fighters or modes in a future game, I'm sure there would be complaints. You could say that all in the effort in the past to stretch out, keep pushing myself, and provide all these extra merits wound up tightening the noose around my neck in the future. That may seem like it contradicts my personal desire to keep giving gamers as much as I can, but I don't see any easy answer for it. And yet, despite that, I also have trouble picturing someone else taking my place and providing all this value-added content without me." So there you guys go. There's the article. I'll put the link in the description so you guys can read it for yourself. So let's talk about this for a second. Now, before we talk about Sakurai, I just want to say a few things about Smash Bros., the overall series. Now, we know the giant, the behemoth, the monster that Smash Bros. Has become and what it currently is. We know not only is Smash Bros. For Wii U breaking records, selling extremely well, getting extremely good ratings, we know all the other games and entries in the series have done the same thing. They sold extremely well. They've gotten high ratings. We know that this is not only one of Nintendo's best-selling and biggest franchises, it's also one of gaming's biggest, best, and best-selling franchises. We know that this is a series that people were standing online hours just to play a few minutes of a demo at their local Best Buys. This is a game that has spawned tournaments. This is a game that hypes people up. It combines the best that Nintendo has to offer in one game. So it's one of those franchises that people just love, that has spawns fans all over the world, that brings people together. So now let's talk about Sakurai, and there's pretty much 2 ways you could look at this article. The first one being, maybe Sakurai just feels like he's done everything that he's wanted to do with Smash Bros., or feels like he's done everything that could be done with Smash Bros., and he's just exhausted. He feels like he's going to go through the same thing again if they were to do another game, and he wants to avoid it, and he's just saying, I had a good career, I'm going out on a high note, and thank you guys so much for everything, but it's time to put this to bed. Or option 2, which I'm sure a lot of people will say in the comment section, Sakurai changes his mind, which he is prone to do. And a lot of people may look at this and say, maybe he's just feeling this way right now. Because you've seen the articles, whether either you watch my videos reporting on them or you guys read them for yourself. Sakurai has stated many times that he's exhausted. He's physically and mentally drained. There's a lot of things that go into making Smash Bros. You gotta please fans, you gotta make an overall good game. There's as much you want to add into this game. A lot of work goes into it, picking characters, stages, design, this, that. It's just like a huge process. There's a lot of stuff to go through. He doesn't take days off. He works those long hours. It could take a toll on anybody. So as I was actually like saying all this, it made me think of like somebody who goes to like a bar and they drink heavily, and then they wake up the next morning and they're like, I'm never drinking again. And then like a week later, they're back to drinking again. So it kind of like reminded me of that. So whatever he decides, if he does want to call it quits for good, go out on a high note, if he will return in the future, years from now, it's entirely up to Sakurai, but the dude does incredible work. He's a legend. He's great. Thank you so much for everything. Whatever you do in the future, I wish you luck, buddy. But pretty much the decision is up to him. But let's talk about the future now. 3 years, 5 years, 8 years down the line, that's a long time. A lot of things can change in that time. I'm very confident not only will Nintendo launch a 9th generation console, because they've been around for 100 years, they've been making home consoles for 30 plus years. Despite the low sales of the Wii U, Nintendo is not going anywhere. I'm sure they'll have another home console coming out in a few years, and I'm also very confident there will be another Smash Bros. Game. Will Sakurai be a part of it? Like I said, that's up to him. But anyway, guys, share your thoughts on all this. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Sakurai will indeed call it quits? Do you think he'll return years down the line and this is just more of him still being stressed out and a lot can change in a few years? So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. And also, I'm going to put a list of stuff in the comment section, and that's going to consist of stuff I'm hoping to get to you guys in the forthcoming month as well as in the next year. So be sure to check that out. And before I forget, I must say thank you guys so much for 4,000 subs. Never thought the channel would hit that many, so thank you guys so much for that, and I'll see you guys soon with a brand new video. Really do appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot.